G'day friends and fans, welcome to Tabletop News. I'm your host, the author, David Applegate, author of the books The Boyhood Arcade, Power Games, Into the Ozmound, and the Erotic Tales from the Empire, Part 1 available soon. Thank you to all those who support the channel. You can support my channel through Patreon, buy my books, buy my merch. All my links are in the link tree. The Bundle of Holding is my favourite site on the internet. I visit it often, and it is the best way to get into tabletop gaming. Buy bundles or DRM3, handy PDFs that you keep forever. And they all link to your drive-thru RPG account in case you get updates. And special offers. The whole collection this week is massive. Kicking off with Rifts. Now this is from May 2024. This is offer 5 of Books Week. The Rift Coalition Wars. The Coalition Collection 1995. Now, this is offer 5 Resurrected from May 2024. This is the source books and adventures about the Coalition States, the Siege of Tolkien for Rifts Tabletop from Palladium, about the Shattered Earth invaded by countless realities. If you're new to Rifts, you need the Ultimate Edition rulebook available in the Rifts Core Mega Bundle. There is, of course, more Rifts than this. This offer, however, is part 1 of 5. There's Worlds 1, Worlds 2, Land and Sea, and the complete world books. You can get the complete line. 1995 gets you 7 complete Rift world books and source books, or DRM3. However, pay the threshold price of $35.80 or more, and you get the Tolkien collection with 8 more titles. In the Coalition collection, paying the minimum price gets you the Rifts Coalition War Campaign, an overview on the Siege of Tolkien campaign. This is a new campaign of unity to expand the Coalition's threats, sweep aside the demons, aliens, and magic users. Of course, as the Siege of Tolkien begins, the secessionist state of free Quebec, always Quebec, man, right, will be punished. Always Quebec, always causing Canada some thorn in its side. This is the Coalition Wars Campaign 1996 from Rifts Megaverse. Actually, did Rifts kick off the Megaverse craze? Or was, what's it called? Worlds, isn't it? No. It's not Worlds. You know, the whole D&D craze with Spelljammer. And then what was the other one? Torment. No, I forget. Alright, pay the minimum price, get the Rifts Coalition campaign. The Coalition Navy. The CS Navy protects the waterways of the old American Empire. Booyah. Go Navy, right? Well, our naval force is in the Americas. This is the Navy history, important NPCs, character classes, subships, and equipment. Body armor, weapons, notable places. Next up, we have 4 mercenary rulebooks. You have Mercenaries, Merc Ops, Merc Town, and Mercenary Adventures. These give you occupations, equipment, missions. A city created by mercs for mercs with manufacturer showrooms. Live the American dream. Go from gun room to gun room. Booyah. Alright, and adventures, of course. Combat Mages and Combat Magic and Mercenary Bootcamp. And the Secrets of the Coalition States. Next chapter in the Epic War for the Soul of Humanity. It has one left. 2 demonic rival forces battling for the soul of America. I mentioned there's some commentators out there right now making some snarky remarks, and I won't say anything more given the heat of the situation. Let's keep this to the RPG world, shall we? Tolkien Collection. No relationship. Riffs. Psyops. Level up, which I recommend you always do. You get the bonus titles. Psyops is the psychic war. You have defenders, secret enforcers, the coalition state, aiding you psychic abilities. And the Siege of Tolkien, which is 7 adventures in an epic where they seek to eradicate magic from Earth. Except I don't techno wizards. No, wizards. We're not going to get rid of you. Just those ones over there. We swear. Scouts honor. Alright, so you have an epic coalition Tolkien war that sets events into the final siege. The battle is never ending. Next up is Land and Sea. More world books from the cross-dimensional tabletop role-playing game. This is offer 4. The Atlantean Collection. 1995 gets you a collection of world books from the 2022 Rifts, Land and Sea bundle. These source books, of course, do require the ultimate rulebook. They are a bundle unto themselves about the Shattered Earth. For $19.95, you get 5 complete world book and dimension books in this revived offer. Pay more than the threshold price, $31.09, and you level up and get the entire Nation collection, which is 9 more books. Now, in the Atlantean collection, by paying the minimum price, you get Rifts Atlantis, ancient and alien, with many large dragons. It's an ancient civilization transport planted to Earth, multi-dimensional kingdom, inhabited by monstrous aliens, Spilgaroth, mystic pyramids, tap ley lines for our mystical energy. You have the dimensional market where you can buy anything for anyone, the city of Dragona for sheltered dragons and supernatural beings, the Gargoyle Kingdom, alien wonders, slave markets, the slugs and their minions, bioborgs, overlords, etc. New magic, new equipment, new monsters, new. Next we have Rifts Underseas, a fabulous realm of unique characters, adventures and abilities in the underwater realms where you have campaigns that are set in the open ocean or Great Lakes, rivers, or the Mediterranean, which sort of doubles as a lake and a sea. His entire wondrous campaigns, including a floating city, pirates, new navies, new ships, new war machines. Rifts Lemura, an amphibious force from under the sea. The Lemurians are amphibious people with magical technology. Of course they do. And they too wage war against the demonic land forces, but also under the waves. They have exotic riding animals, weapons, armor, and magic more suitable for land and water. So, are suitable, more suitable for water, but is packed with new magic weapons, armor, set locations. The sprawling dimensional market, everything is for sale. Merchants, key locations, authorities, weapons, organisations, magical tattoos, and so forth. Secrets of the Atlanteans, hidden peril of the Atlanteans. They fled Earth, but travelled the cosmos, but they are now become renowned as vampire slayers and champions of the light. However, there's a festering darkness within the clans, something that can destroy them all, new magic, new shadow magic, crystal magic, and even more magic. And, of course, tattoos, monsters, and other heroes. Now, the Nation Collection, level up and you get world books. Now, the world books give you different locations. You have England, Africa, the New German Republic, South America, Japan. You can play ninja, giant robots and cyborgs. Woo! Cyberpunk. Mystic Russia. No, warlords of Russia. Sorry. Hey! So you got mystical Russian warlords. No comment. Australia. The land under under the disc, right, folks? Come on, have a laugh. Now, this is a huge mega collection. Of course, you have Rift's World Collection 1. This is offer 3 of the 5 Rifts collections on offer. Starter Pack 1995. This is the Resurrected 2018 Rifts Bundle, the 3rd, and on offer. These source books do require Rifts Edition Rulebook, which is available in the Mega Bundle. Alright, so you get 5 titles for $19.95 in the Starter Collection, all DRM3, level up, which I recommend you do. Pay the threshold price of $31.83, and you also get the entire bonus collection of 6 more titles. In the Starter Collection, you start with the Vampire Kingdoms. South of the border, realm dominated by packs of old vampires. Growing number of heroes, vampire slayers, adventures been waging a secret war against the undead. This has escalated. Rest vampires, how they think, behave, fight, and kill. Different types. Various abilities. Heroes. Play a vampire. Be a vampire hunter. Various combat. Weapons. The Rift's Lone Star. The legendary Lone Star. The Lone Star State is a wild and woolly place. And then there's the fictional state of Texas, which is a wild and woolly place. The coalition states have claimed Texas, but they only control a fragment. Of course, genetic engineers have created mutants. The rest of the state's run by the Pecos. Bandits, outlaws, and rebels. Lone Star is a companion to the Spirit West, offered in this collection various new... Well, obviously the Federation of Magic. It's the American Midwest, headquarters in the bones of old Chicago. Federation of Magic is a magical kingdom to rise to power. The Federation has decayed into a loose conglomeration of diverse city-states, villages, brotherhoods, etc. Federation Magic presents an overview of the Federation with new magic and equipment. Rifts Canada. Canada, place full of monsters and conflicts. Now we have fictional Canada, in which is also full of monsters and conflicts. Though much of Canada is reverted to wilderness, there are pockets of civilization, just like the real Canada. Come on, have a laugh. Alright, DBs. If you know what a DB is, that's fine, but it's Earth's, it's a dimensional being, creature from a dimension. These are over nearly 100 inhuman entities to present as dangerous villains or NPCs. Many are hostile and dangerous, some are just cute and cuddly. There's basic new races plus various other DBs from other collections. So yeah, in Rifts there's going to be a lot of overlap in the various settings. That doesn't matter. What matters is each new book does present new material and old in new ways as well. Of course, all are adventures and source books in one. And you have Risk Juicer Uprising, which develops and expands the juicer occupation or class and provides, again, more new material. Level up and get the bonus collection. Yes. Sociscape, the myths and legends of the mystical realm of psychics, psychic energy, and psychic wizardry. This new world book gives you 11 new psychic classes and psychic abilities. The Rift's New West. It's a land full of no man's land. There's bandits, monsters, dinosaurs, demons, intrigue, and danger. It was comprehensive New West. Spirit West, Native Americans as they appear on Rift's Earth. It's based on American Indian mythology, but you have character classes, monsters, and magic. Free Quebec. Yeah, well, free us from Quebec. Offers details about the Quebec military, the resources, etc. The Megaverse in Flames. The calamitous climax of the Minion Wars. The Minion Wars are spilled under Earth. Epic center invasion of North America. The two rival demonic forces are fighting to conquer the planet. Hellspawn armies in the tens of thousands. Next we have Rift Worlds 2. Now, this is a single pack. One price gets the entire collection. $29.95. Gets you 11 Rift supplements. The Zytics, no, I'm not pronouncing it right. It's a strange and dangerous alien, an insectoid willing to fight to the death of Earth. You have China, the heroes of the Celestial Court, Dinosaur Swamp, and Adventures in the Dinosaur Swamp, the Vampiric Incursion, the Mad Haven, the Ruins of Manhattan, Promise Ancient Secrets, Power and Treasure. Lo and behold, this ancient temple known as this street of temples known as Wall Street. Look at all these temples. They called them banks back then. They went there every day to hand over money to their masters. All right. The Vampire Incursion. Mad Haven. Mad Haven is, of course, Manhattan. Well, and then there's the fictional Manhattan of the Rift universe. Triax 2 is a war between the New German Republic and the Gargoyle Empire. Guns, the independent manufacturers, characters, locations, robot gladiators in the northern... robot gladiators in the burbs of Chicago. Hey! And then there's the fictional Chicago. You're expecting that one. Sovietsky. Yeah, the warlords of Russia. And then there's the fictional Russia of keep on laughing. Come on. Now we get to number one in the Rift's core collection. This is revived from December 2022. This is the Mega Supplement Pack. We have the core collection, $19.95, which gives you 7 titles in the core rulebook collection. Pay the threshold price of $41.99 and you level up and get the entire collection with 11 more titles. This is a mega bundle, so it's going to be a bit pricier than the rest. And this is a bit abnormal. Now and again they do this, but they normally have less bundles than this on offer at the same time. However, this is spread over close to 3 weeks. Pay the minimum price and get 3 titles. You have the Rifts Ultimate Collection, the Endless World of Possibilities, including the Rift Primer. This is the core rulebook of Rifts and the Catechism. Science fiction and adventure, of course, it delves into science fantasy, of course, but it starts off as plain old sci-fi. But Rifts Adventure Guide, Palladium's top designers tell you how to create, plot, and run Rifts, role-playing adventures. The Game Master Guide, as it states, how to be a Game Master. And, of course, a kit with all the references and 20 example characters for players. Index and Adventures, where to start. Now, if you level up, beat the threshold price, you get the bonus collection. Rifts Sourcebook 1 gives you robots. This is one of the best-selling supplements out there. Robot creation, robot characters, plenty of examples, inhuman villains, henchmen, the mysterious Republicans, Humanity's Salvation and Destruction, Secrets of the Republicans, Archie, North America, Nanonormal Monsters, etc. Rift's Book of Magic is exactly what it is. It goes into magic items, spells, devices, and plants and animals, and various practitioners. What adventure is it without monsters? Monsters. Lots of them. Describes what you can... various monsters. Some can be pets, companions, riding animals, attack animals, or even allies. Of course, there's the usual slobbering monsters, various stages of life, various power. There's a complete ecosystem with maps. Bring animals to life, add spice to your adventures with 80 plus monsters and animals of Rifts North America. Next is the Black Market. Inner workings of the 5 factions. Get gear from all over. What's the use of being a mercenary without a black market? And the Bionic Sourcebook. So, Bionics and Cybernetics. Information about partial and full conversion to being a cyborg. And many other character classes. With over 200 bionic components. Commercial implants. Rift's Conversion Book. How to bring other Palladium characters, magic and powers into Rift's Earth. There's a huge Palladium universe out there. Robotech. I think it's the only one I can think of at the moment, but there's a huge universe of Rifts and various Rift source books, vampires, mechanoids, and Mineworks. Mineworks is source for the tracks and the New German Republic. Well, start. Yeah. There's a lot to it. It's an amazing collection of, free books to convert. Now, getting off Rifts, we have Hostile. Now, this is a Hostile Hot Zones is a collection of supplements for the Hostile role-playing tabletop game. The Civilian Collection, $12.95. Is sourcebooks and adventures with a 3-part campaign, price of freedom, some station and ship guides for any Seraph engine sci-fi. Now, if you level up, pay the just $12.95 gives you 9 supplements. But if you beat the threshold price of $26.18 or more, you level up and get the entire military collection with 6 more titles. Now, the Civilian Collection, you get Hostile supplements, Earth, Hot Zone, Price of Freedom. These are world books. Earth is a world book. Hot Zone is a location and an adventure. And Price of Freedom is a multi-part campaign. Seraph, you have basically ship deck plans, and crew supplement, handbook for the interstellar haulage, and station guide. Hackers, rules for cyberpunk setting, and and bring steampunk to any setting. Hacking, in particular. Hostile Survivors is a survival-based RPG based on the universe of Hostile. You have basically rules for survival. You're not superheroes or demigods, you're just struggling to survive. And the military collection level up, which I recommend to do, you first get the rules of solo play. How to face a malevolent universe on your own. Colony Wars, basically marine operations. Colony Wars is a detailed description of 5 colony worlds. Dirty Wars is basically you're a private military contractor fighting the dirty wars for corporations, governments, and NGOs. And then there's the universe of Hostile. Gotcha on that one. Alright, Forever War is basically nations forever at war with warlords, smugglers, mercenaries, and plenty of war to go around. It's not related to the Joe Heinemann novel, by the way. But he did come up with the concept of the Forever War. Medusa is a deadly forest moon, shattered secrets, worlds of loggers, and danger. And you have hardware, maps, and plot suggestions for basically survival, death, horrors on a jungle world. Zamasu, another cyberpunk RPG setting for Hostile. Time is running out on Hostile Hot Zones and Hostile. Hostile is a Seraphis Engine tabletop horror role-playing game from April 22. The starter collection, only $9.95, gets you 5 titles, all DRM3. Now, if you beat a threshold price of $21.96, you level up and get the entire bonus collection. That's 8 more titles. Now, in the starter collection, you get the Hostile rules and setting. This is the basics of space horror. Seraphis Engine, of course, is loosely based on Traveller. It is licensed. Gunlocker is a far future firearms for basically how to respond to a hostile with 18 new firearms, grenades, etc. Handouts, everything you need for an autopsy report. These can be used as various handouts. There's fillable forms. Now, Hostile referee screen. Now, if you level up, which I recommend you do, you get planet-side explorers, which is planetary scout needs, survey ship, everything you need to survey 36 uninhabited worlds with advice and procedures for various dangerous missions. Dirt Side gives you, again, a battle survival, pitch your wits against the elements, hunting, foraging, radiation, and colony builder. Basically, build your own colony, hunger, earthquake, alien invasion, parasites, watch the corporations swoop in and take everything from you. Alien breed synthetics. Well, these 2 standards of horror set. Of course, you have the alien and the synthetic. Alien, as the xenomorph. It's basically, you have your small colony, 56 people who are basically chow for the horrific xenomorph. And of course, then you have clones and androids. These are basically cloned avatars of multimillionaires who can't face death. And they also clone convicts, have mass-produced replicants known as proles, genetically enhanced workers. Basically, brings together aliens, Blade Runner, and various other dystopic settings. Don't spend $990,000 on a new model. Save your bucks and buy pre-used. You can do whatever you want to a synth. What could go wrong? Gunboats and shuttles, the backbone of the setting. Escape pods and lifeboats. Whether you're getting away, whether you basically escaping from a destabilized mainframe, a hostile alien, or malfunctioning or psychotic androids, or just unhealthy environments, such as unsynchronized hyperdrive. Alright, gunboats and shuttles have all sorts of military craft, which of course are the backbone of the small navy. Speaking of the small navy, you have Marines. The Marine Corps Handbook gives you everything you need to be a Marine in 2215. And, of course, you have crew. Holding Cradle Crossers crew expendable. Recommend Hostile. Now, also ending soon, but not as soon as Hostile, is the Fragged Empire, 2nd edition, a post-apocalyptic tabletop sci-fi setting. Frag collection is $19.95, gives you the entire collection of rulebooks. Fragged Empire comes with 3 rulebooks. You have the primary rulebook for 2nd edition, the setting guide, you have 8 playable species. Location guide gives you 8 star systems. And archetypes is a collection of mapped out characters and progression paths for your fragged game on classic level. And of course you've got some introductory adventures and a fast paced alternative to the full rules, known as Ragtag. A broken galaxy needs you. Now of course, I have my own setting, my own RPG, slowly building based on the What is Old is New system. This is future fantasy, and I'm dedicated to a science fantasy role-playing game. Yeah, of course, this is easy to transfer to other systems. And you also, being a member, get your maps. And you also help build my channel. Get all the notifications. You can join for free just to get all the notifications and all the new and all my links. Alright. Now, Drive-Thru RPG is the world's largest RPG store. I am an affiliate, but I'm not sponsored by Drive-Thru. Now, Sword Opera, Forged in the Dark. Sorry, Sword Opera is for Forged in the Dark. This is... You play a paragon. You balance your ambitions and loyalty to the circle of allies. You seek to dominate the underworld. You conjure grand romances, tense barter, strange powers, dramatic twists, and harrowing finals. You have volatile stories. You have a Mediterranean island surrounded by an everlasting storm, a international criminal ring in the French Quarter of an alternative reality version of New Orleans set in the 1970s. It's John Wick meets The Get Down, and The Lingering of the Lilac, a provincial Zhijanku class between the sorrows of swordsmen and the decades of their desires. This is the Apothecary Diaries meets The Wire. This uses D6 and has distinct playstyle from the Forged in the Dark RPG. Next up, another new is a historical fantasy Pieces of 8 bundle for Dungeons and Dragons. Basically, it's a bundle where you get to play the piracy in various settings. You have the Caribbean, Captain Marcroft. Recruit Marcroft into your games. Revel in pirate, sailor, privateer, Uncharted Islands, and Warlocks. Interesting collection. Still nothing on the release date of the Thundercats. However, there are a whole bunch of new RPGs. Cypher System, Shadowrun, Morkborg, Storypath Ultra. So, what we have ending in September 26 is Cypher. Faster, easier, and even better. Montecook Games has produced a new version of revised the Cypher system. Well known for various tabletop systems. There's few changes, but still backwards compatible. If you're a fan of Cypher system, perhaps this backer kit is for you. This is crowdfunding on backer kit. Also on this one on Kickstarter, Shadowrun Anarchy 2.0. If you like Shadowrun, this is a rules light version of Shadowrun. Is basically based on some bestsellers like Sinless and Hack and Slash. The revised system supposed to speed up the game. They wrapped up Ruckus RPG, also on Kickstarter. It's basically is Morkborg. If you love dinosaurs, this is a Jurassic Park for Morkborg. Zandu is a Pan-African fantasy role-playing game. Also on Kickstarter, original system, steampunk fantasy tabletop set in Africa. And Monster Kingdoms from Onk's Path Publishing on backer kit. Cold rulebooks, PDF. Yeah, PDF is the most popular page. Basically, this is a Darkness D10 Storypath Storypath's Ultra Engine game. You make you're a vampire, fae, orc in a fantasy setting. Your royalty. You have power, and with that power you have responsibilities to your subjects. Rightbox is also on Kickstarter. It's a D&D Zero Edition. It's Dungeons & Dragons based on the chainmail. This is chainmail was the original rules for D&D. I understand this is basic. Expert brings two systems together, as seen in Swords and Wizardry. Basically, it's a uses the basic expert set ideas to plug the gaps in the between old school and new. It claims to be what Gygax intended. Our Kickstarter and various platforms, of course, are all time-gated, all time-limited. But most of these will eventually make their way to either... A lot of Kickstarters make their way to bundle holding and eventually... or drive-through and eventually circle back to bundle holdings. A lot of these are former Kickstarter campaigns. Morkborg was on here recently. Hostile, I believe. Seraphis Engine was a Kickstarter, I believe. Of course, Rifts is old school. Used to be in print. Used to be like everywhere. Used to outshine D&D and for a while. And it sort of still has a good core following. That's all I have for you today. If you've got anything, let me know. And thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. We need engagement. YouTube demands it. The YouTube overlords have demanded that if you do not press the like button, your view doesn't count. And if I don't get enough subscribers, I can't get recommended to more people. I need more subscribers merely to get recommended. I think I need a threshold of 500 now just to get recommendations. Nobody's confirmed this. This is just rumours going around. But given the fact that people tell me they've never been recommended my channel, that they've only seen my links, it sort of fits with the ever-growing problem that YouTube wants to get rid of its excess baggage. And unless I can reach 500, they're eventually going to consider my channel excess baggage. Now, of course, I need your support, because more than ever, they are making it clear that ad revenue is not going to pay a living wage, or many of us are never going to see ad revenue. So we must build our own support network as fast and as soon as possible. So please support me on Patreon, or, of course, buy my books, buy my merch. All my links are in the link tree, which you find in the description below, or in my profile, or scan the QR code on the screen, depending on the platform. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. See you in the next video. Bye for now.